Bishop Lamar Whitehead is running up and down these social media streets on fire with a message he wants everyone to hear. And to be honest, I still don't think he has real proof of his accusations, but let me tell you what he said. Bishop Lamar Whitehead, whose church was robbed while live streaming a couple of months ago, is defending his decision to forcefully remove a visitor during his church service who he says was disrupting his service. Well, as I view the footage more closely and listen to the audio that is available on some of the footage, I do feel that Tarsha Howard, the lady who was forcefully extracted from the church that day, is not as innocent as she claimed to be when she interviewed with Larry Reed on his YouTube platform, and really did not have good intentions when she went there that day. However, that interview, in my opinion, is no reflection on Larry Reed. She came to his platform to make her statement about her position on the incident and to inform the public that she has retained a lawyer and says she will not be making any more statements about her case. I reported on what Tarsha said in her interview with Larry Reed as well, and to me it seems like it was a carefully thought out public relations statement that she and possibly her lawyer have formed for the purposes of her case. And there is nothing wrong with that if the statement is true. However, it seems like Tarsha Howard's motive when she went to Bishop's church service that day was to cause a stir and to prophesy a word of judgment to the church and the leadership. Let's just be honest. It doesn't seem like she was there to do research for a book project about charismatic leadership in the African American community. But even if she was there for that purpose, why didn't she tell the church that she was doing some research and ask for permission to film and observe the service in peace? And wouldn't she need to interview the pastor for her book? Ma'am, in my opinion, you didn't follow proper protocol in this situation and need to take accountability as well as expecting accountability from Bishop Whitehead. Now, once again, having said that, I really do wish he did not put his hands on her. The truth is, and I hate to say this, people act up in church all the time, and that's no excuse. But I wish she was escorted out of the church and not forcefully ushered out by the hands of the pastor, mushing and sliding her down the aisle and out the door. Now, I know I'm late, but Bishop has done another live on his Instagram page, and he carefully reviewed the footage again, and he showed the video of the lady who accompanied Tarsha to the church on the phone outside of the church. And this is where things kind of escalated. The original footage of the incident has been all over the internet, so most people have seen that. But he showed a video of the lady outside of the church on the phone, seemingly talking to King Jives. It seems like she makes a call and yells Jives when the person picks up and then hands the phone to Tarsha. And here is the clip.
It's time to go for the exclusive now with them on the phone. Okay? Now let's see where it is. Hold on 1 second. Let me pull it up. All right. So now we're going to see and hear the people that we just saw that's connected to Jive and Larry Reed on the phone. So my team was videotaping them from the window. So I want y'all to understand. So they was videotaping them from the window. And when they called them after what happened, they called Jive. And I don't know if Larry Reed was on the phone, but you're going to hear them say who they was on the phone with. Okay? Here we go. Y'all ready? All right, here we go. Okay. Hold on. Facebook. This video right here, nobody has it but me and my team. So this is the video that pulls everything together, showing you that Larry Reed and Lil Jive is together on this, and they sent these women to disrupt my church for views and because I have 2 lawsuits out on them, okay? And this is what they did. This is what they did because they don't have no content, and this is what Larry Reed does. He tries to destroy churches. So y'all can continue. Y'all can continue listening to this bozo. Keep on. Because his design is to destroy the church. And he's a hater. He's a hater. Okay? Here we go. Let me turn y'all around. Let me turn you around. Who's that right there getting on the phone? Let me blow it. Let me send y'all in a little closer. Okay, so y'all can see. Remember. All right, remember. Larry Reed said, did me and King Jive send you anywhere? Did I ever talk to you before this? Remember that, y'all. Here we go.
See, you showing all the guys, yeah?
Hold up. Did she say Jive? Help us? Hold on, let's get back. I need y'all to see this. I need you to see this. I need you to see this. Here it goes. Shh.
See,
now watch Tasha get on the phone. Watch Tasha. Y'all see that?
Now, in this day and age, I can't rely on this footage 100% because people can edit videos and add a voiceover to a video very easily. And also, although it sounds like she is saying jives, maybe she is not saying jives. I would need an expert to analyze that video to confirm everything in that video before I would make a public statement in agreement with the content of that video. And the other side is, if she did call jives, that still doesn't prove that he was involved in the quote-unquote setup. Now, I'm not saying this doesn't look fishy, and I do understand where Bishop Whitehead is coming from, but we already know they know each other and did a video on Bishop, so she could have called him just to let him know what happened if she did call him. And that is essentially what King Jives is saying. Both Larry Reed and King Jives responded specifically to Bishop Whitehead's accusations during a live video on Larry's platform. And both are still maintaining that they did not set up Bishop Whitehead with the assistance of Tarsha Howard and her friend. The connections between all of them is what Bishop Whitehead is laser focused on, but here's a short breakdown. Jives knows Tarsha because they came together on his platform to talk about Bishop Whitehead. His relationship with her was only for that purpose, as he says, and didn't extend into a plot to cause a ruckus at his church. Now, Larry Reed didn't know and never met Tarsha Howard personally, although Bishop Whitehead believes there is a connection because Larry's mentor is her spiritual leader in his prophetic ministry. Now, that may make you think that how could he not know her if they are in fellowship with the same spiritual leader? Well, his mentor's church, the spiritual leader, is online, and there's no meeting in a building, and his mentor lives in New York. Larry lives in Georgia. Tarsha Howard is a member of a segment of his mentor's ministry called Poem, and Larry is not a part of Poem, so he wouldn't even have connected with her online either. Larry did attend an event where Tarsha was present, but he still doesn't know her personally, and if he met her at the event, he wouldn't remember her and did not connect with her there either. So I do understand why Bishop Whitehead believes that all these connections with King Jives, Larry Reed, and Tarsha Howard makes him believe that he was set up. I just don't think that there's enough proof of that. However, if you want to see the video yourself with Larry Reed and King Jives responding to Bishop Whitehead, it's available on Larry Reed Live on YouTube. And I know I've said this before, but this has got to be the last video on Bishop Whitehead until there was a trial, a verdict, or some concrete proof of anything. And yes, I'm aware of recent allegations by Bishop Whitehead and another YouTuber who went live recently to expose some quote-unquote information about Larry Reed that is definitely not favorable. But I choose not to cover it. My name is Bennett, and I ain't in it. Bloopers. And there is nothing wrong with that if the statement is true. However, it seems like Tarsha Howard's motive when she went to Bishop's church, So I do understand why Bishop Whitehead felt that all the